Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're hopping into Arena Crocodile with 4 teams for you guys to take on the 50 stamina 11 star event. So, big shout out to everyone that was in stream today. We did put these teams together on stream, and it was a lot of fun. If you guys want to join the streams, hit the bell notification, so that way you guys get informed when I am streaming, as well as when I post my stuff. And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash the like button for me. Helps me out a great deal. And if you are new, hit that big red subscribe button. But with that said, let's dive into the content. Alright, so team numero uno utilizes Akainu with a friend, Doflamingo. So that was the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. Now, if you were unlucky, like myself, and didn't actually pick up my boy, Don Quixote Doflamingo, this particular team does work very, very nicely. It is basically a driven-centric team, but does have a little bit of like powerhouse sprinkled in there as well. And that's why Akainu is very, very good. Now, this is the team that I'm probably going to use to farm this. This team was actually pretty fast. It's not a no-stall team by any means, mainly because we do need to stall up for the versatility of Akainu. Because with Akainu, like, he just helps out so much for the Robin stage, getting around that threshold, the damage limiter. So, if you bring, like, Akainu on your team, you're usually pretty good when it comes to this particular piece of content. Bringing a friend Doffy actually helps out quite a bit as well, because Doffy actually has the ability to get around Special Bind. But, once we hit stage 3, we come up against Daz Bones, Mr. 1. He puts up 1 turn of defense up and 1 turn of damage nullification. This is where we're going to pop the Zoro special. Zoro is just here to give cooldowns. If you don't have this Zoro, don't stress. You can replace him with any other unit that actually like can help out the team. I've just got him here because he gives cooldowns, and that way he can get our Blackbeard special ready to go. And with our Blackbeard special, we can remove the defense up and the damage null by 1 turn. Switch with Jumanji, that way you get a chain multiplier buff as well, and that way we can move on to the Robin and Lackey stage. Against Robin and her 2 lackeys, she's going to blind your right hand side for 3 turns. Oh, sorry, 5 turns, which goes down to 2 with sockets, and despairs you for the same thing. With the support of Lafitte on Blackbeard, we can remove the despair, remove the blind, and trigger the super typing of Doflamingo, which is really nice, because when we use the super class of Doflamingo, we get a cooldown, and then we can use his special to get around the block orbs, as well as give ourselves an attack and an orb boost to our driven characters. We're then just going to attack Robin. Very important that you focus on Robin. That way you can actually take her out on the second turn. Once you cop the shot from her and the lackeys, the burn ability of Akainu kicks in, and you can actually just kill those 2 units very easily, and then you can take the second turn to take out Robin here, very easy peasy, because she actually locks your orbs for 3 turns as well, which is really nice, because that way you can actually just keep those matching orbs on the second turn. On that final stage against Croc, he is going to become a strength unit, and this is why Bo is actually so good for this particular piece of content. He gives us a bunch of special binds, 5 turns of paralysis, and 5 turns of attack down. Or sorry, 6 turns of special bind, 6 turns of attack down. It's basically built for Boa, so for whatever Boa does, that's basically what he does. We're going to pop our Lin special here, our Ambush Lin. She's actually going to remove the attack down and give us an attack buff. We then have Akainu to give ourselves a full board of orbs. We can use his versatility to give ourselves a conditional boost. We have an orb boost with Akainu. We have a chain lock with Akainu, and then we can just switch with Jumanji or use their special to get around the paralysis. Once we've done that, we have plenty of damage here. We can take out Croc, no issues whatsoever, and say goodbye to Mr. Zero. So that was the first team, the driven team. Let's move on to the next team that utilizes a Yamato and Boa friend captain. So that was the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. Now, this particular team works very, very well, mainly because we're using a friend captain Boa. And with this particular team, if you actually run versus Ace as your captain and replace Yamato, you should be able to make this team free-to-play friendly. It does have like a majority of free-to-play subs. We do have the Onigashima Luffy. We have Arena Kawamatsu. We have Treasure Map Drake. And then we actually have Ace. Now, as you guys saw in the previous team with Akainu, the burn mechanic actually helps out drastically here, as it just helps out getting around the damage limiter that is on stage 4. Now, on turn 1 and turn 2, as you guys can see here, I am farming up orbs for Ace. Just whenever you see strength decks and quick orbs, just quick tap. That way you can just build them up. So once you hit that 4th stage, you will have Ace's ability ready to go, and that way you can take out Robin easy peasy. The rest of the time, we're just going to basically stall, as this particular team doesn't use too much stalling, but we do need Jack's special ready to go by the 3rd. Using Yamato as captain makes this a little bit quicker, because Yamato has the built-in 1 turn of cooldown in her special, and because Jack's a striker, he actually gets boosted under Yamato, and because he's a quick unit, he actually gets buffed under Boa, which is really, really nice. On the Daz Bone stage, where he puts up 1 turn of damage, defense up, and damage nullification. So this is where Jack is super nice. And with the support of Smoker, we can actually get an attack buff to our quick units as well. That means we can just take out this stage in 1 turn. If you don't have that support, don't stress. You can just take an extra turn here. But with that 1.75 extra attack to our quick units, having type advantage as well, means Boas are going to hit very hard, and Boa can actually just take out this stage easy peasy. Once we move on to the next stage, we come up against Robin and the 2 lackeys who give us Despair and Binds. It goes down to 2 turns with your sockets, so utilizing a support like Rayleigh on our Luffy can actually get around that easy peasy. Thank you very much, Rayleigh. On this particular stage, we get orb locked for 3 turns, and we get a full board of block slots. And there's obviously that damage limiter. This is where Ace is really good once again. Ace can rotate all of those block orbs into strength orbs, and he applies the ignite ability. Again, focus on Robin here. Robin is the main target. You want to just get the damage limiter down to 0 on Robin, because the burn is actually going to kill the lackeys. You can actually use the Mero ability of Boa on this turn as well. It just saves you a little bit of damage. It doesn't do too much, to be honest. It's just a nice chunky heal, but being able to do that is actually just, it's kind of cool. I mean, that's what she was built for this content. We may as well use her for this content, right? Once we do take out Robin, we can move on to the final stage against Croc. Now, against Croc, he's going to become a strength unit, and he special binds us, gives us paralysis, and he gives us attack down. I'm pretty sure he gives us 6 turns of attack down and 6 turns of special bind, and then 5 turns of paralysis. This is where the Onigashima Luffy is really good, because we can actually remove most of the attack down and the special binds, and with the support of Jozu we can get around it too. But don't stress, as long as you bring a friend Boa is actually just going to remove all of it, and you are going to be hunky-dory. But Luffy is an attack booster here though, which is really nice, 2 times rainbow attack boost, so that's his big reasoning for being on this team. We then have Ace to give ourselves a orb boost. We have a chain lock with Boa, we have a base stat boost with Boa, and then we have a full board of Wano slots with Yamato. Now, as you can see, like, Yamato is really not essential. She's only here just for, like, those Wano slots, which you don't actually need that much, because as you see here, Boa, like, hits like a truck. So if you don't have Yamato, just use Verse Ace as your captain, and you should be hunky-dory. On to the next team now. We're utilizing the new Beast Pirates with a friend, Akainu. So that's the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. Now, if you guys don't have the Beast Pirates or the Kaido and the All-Stars, you should be able to use Verse Akainu here. Sorry, Verse Kaido here, and that should actually work pretty hunky-dory. I don't think you really need Garp per se, because you have Stampede Buggy. I think you kind of do, just to get around that 1 extra turn of special bind. But I'm pretty sure this team will actually work with a Verse Kaido captain. As the big reason you want Kaido is so you can actually use the page 1 support. But I just really wanted to include a video that did include this new unit, and I'm actually having a lot of fun with them. So this is a mini showcase, I guess, before the actual showcase, which I will be putting together after we sort of get through this content of Arena Croc and Arena Luffy. Once we hit stage 3, as you can see, this team moves very fast. Actually, I think I might use this team to farm, just because it's a little bit faster, thanks to the Beast Pirates cooldown in their captain as well as their special. But as you can see, we've gotten here very, very quickly. We're going to use Blackbeard special here to remove the defense up. Sorry, the defense up and the damage null. And then we can actually switch into the All-Stars, and that way we actually get a 500,000 damage through the, what's it called? The normal attacks only. And then when we take a shot from Daz, we can just take him out with the burn. I do apologize about the lagginess there. I think I hit like a lag spike when I was streaming, so apologies about the clunky video. Like I said, I did just record this straight from my stream, so I do apologize about the quality. On to the next stage, we come up against Robin and 2 of her lackeys. They give us Despair and they give us Bind. Have your Sober Mask on the left-hand side with the Valentine's and Army support, so that way you can not only get around the block orbs, but you can get around the Bind and the Despair, which works really, really nicely on this particular stage. Again, focus all your attacks on Robin, because when you actually take a shot, Akainu is just going to do the rest for you, which is really, really handy. Once we do that, we can focus on Robin on the next turn. We want to use our Beast Pirate special here, purely because we can't use a color affinity boost on the final stage. On the final stage, you can't use color affinity boost. It does trigger a Croc interrupt, so that's why we're popping Kaido and his All-Stars special there. Once we hit the final stage against Croc, he's going to special bind us, paralyze us, and give us attack down. This is where we can use the support of page 1 to remove some attack down. We have the support of Moria to give us some color affinity, as this team is pretty much all powerhouse centric. We do have 5 powerhouse characters, which works very nicely for the Beast Pirates, but they are also a strength and quick booster, which is why we can actually bring Stampede Buggy on this team. Thanks to Akainu, we have a conditional boost, an orb boost, and a chain lock. Garp gets around the special binds. Buggy gets around the attack down and the paralysis. And then we can finish it off with an attack boost from Sober Mask, thanks to his amazing Sailor ability, and actually just being able to, like, clock a whole bunch of specials. But as you can see, this team does a lot of damage and works very, very nicely. Let's move on to the final team now, utilizing Franky Cheese with a friend, Toki. So that's the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. Now, this particular team, I would not really recommend. I really just wanted to put together a team that could get around the chain multiplier limit, and the easiest way to do that is actually utilizing Franky and his cheese mechanic. Unfortunately, Toki still evades me, so if you have Toki, you can easily just bring your own Toki as a sub. That should work absolutely fine, but your boy's still missing Toki, and after today's summons, her and Doffy, I feel like it's going to be a bit of a despair arc trying to pick up those units, but look, we move. It's RNG at the end of the day. We ain't here to complain. So, this team consists of a lot of intricate supports. We do have the Valentine's Army on our Franky. We do have the support of Jozu on our YP Marco. We also have the support of Halloween Ace on our Luffy and Law. We have the support of Clash Zoro on our what's it called? On our Kaku. And then we have our I don't think we have our support on our Shanks crew. Anyway. So there's that. So I'm gonna be one turn short, aren't I? Oh no. Apologies, I forgot I was actually talking on the stream. I tried to like mute myself when I was on stream, but I do apologize for a bit of the overlay there. So, once we hit stage 3, we come up against Daz. Now, against Daz, we do need to stall out that first turn. So, that way he gets rid of the defense up and the damage null. Now, ideally, you'd actually want to switch with Shanks crew on that previous turn, because you actually want to switch into the quick variation of Shanks crew on this next turn. But as you can see there, here, I actually get very lucky, and I actually get a recovery orb on my Kaku. Once we hit the stage against Robin and the 2 lackeys, we get a full board of block orbs. So we're kind of relying on the orb rotation of Franky to actually get around the block orbs here. We have Halloween Ace for the bind. We have the Valentine's Nanami to get around the Despair, which works really, really nicely. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start popping some specials. Now, as you can see, I actually got an orb on Kaku. Ideally, on Kaku, you want either a quick or a recovery orb. That way, you can get a full board of orbs. Now, with the switchability of Shanks, you can easily get that. But, as you saw with me, I actually stuffed up my switches. So, it kind of made it a little bit tricky. But, what you could do is, as well, you could actually give an orb to, the Toki ability to Luffy and Law, as 2 units are going to be doing all the damage on the final stage. As you can see, we basically pop all of our specials here, and then we actually just take out Robin through the damage limiter, which works really, really nicely. And then on the final stage, we actually just use the Kaku support, who gets around the special bind, gets around the paralysis, thanks to applying the Toki ability. We just pop that Kaku special. He gives us a full board of whatever orb he has, and ideally, you just want your 2 slashes that are quick to be hitting. That way, you can actually take out Croc's HP pool. Croc gives you a whole bunch of nasty defects, but thanks to Toki, we get around them. We have a cheeky little color affinity thanks to Zoro. We have a 3.5 times attack boost on our Kaku and our Shanks crew, and we keep that 3.5 times chain lock thanks to the carryover of Shanks crew as well. So that's going to wrap up the video today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to go down there and belt the like button for me if you're new to the channel too. Hit that big red subscribe button. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's! Alright, well that worked better.